back to Let's Megamek with Marlow Stingrays. Last time we chased down some dudes and kicked their butt in the storm to end all storms. I'm still looking up some of the rules for the weather effects, but we're going to roll with whatever. Although, as it turns out, these guys did survive. So, I don't know. I don't know if that was a bug or what, but it turned out the way I was going to revert it anyway, so it just basically saved me a little bit of work. Couple changes here before we get further in. I forgot to mention I did roll up the damage for that aerospace fighter that failed his mission. We're looking for the repair bay. And he survived it. He took a licking, but he didn't take such a licking that he couldn't make it home or land or all that. His avionics took a hit. A couple. This is different. All this did not happen. Why is it doing this? This is very strange. One second, let me look up my aerospace fighter. The armor damage looks right with the critical hits, and I ran into this actually kind of between episodes. I was trying to get things set up. Yeah, all of these. The only thing that was damaged was the things on the left wing. And again, it clicked that life support. Life support was not hurt. But the avionics was this large laser, this medium laser, and a lot of armor damage. That's worrying that it keeps reverting that somehow, something different. Unless the spaceman do something wrong here. Actually, it'd be this Beau Rouge. But anyway, that's the damage I rolled up. I wanted to get that real quick because he's set to repair that aft armor here probably tomorrow. But I did make some alterations to the aerospace rules. I want to share that with you real quick. First of all, I actually just added in the rule that if you're doing I'm at the bottom. That's why it doesn't look right. If you are pilot gains +1 for taking part in any mission except for the grounded mission, regardless of the outcome. So no matter what, as long as it's, you're doing one of these other missions, you'll get the +1 for XP for that. When you're rolling outcomes for natural one, is always, this is something new. This kind of comes from D&D, but when you're doing that D20 roll, if you roll a natural one, it's always a failure, no matter how many positive modifiers you have. And on a natural 20, no matter how many negatives there are, you can still eke out a win. So I just kind of like that rule, just for that little random factor of luck. The other thing I added here is to recon and also to air superiority missions. I added a rule where you get +1 XP for actually succeeding at the rolls. So if you roll, the successful recon, you'll get an additional +1 on top of the other +1. And same with air superiority. You'll get the +1 for all pilots. And the only other thing I added was this sequence to all of them. I realized I didn't actually have the enemy's veteran level, basically, or experience level actually factored into this role, and they should be. Plus, I added a further thing: if this clan, they get bonuses too. If for no other reason than just clan tech is being stupid OP. But save that. I believe that takes us up to almost. Actually, I have one other thing. Let's see here. Where are my texts? Mr. Cahill here now has a background. Someone had actually written one up, and just a quick one, and had a little backstory for him. So I'm more than happy to add stuff like this. If you guys want to claim a pilot that isn't a founder, or a tech or whatever, I'm more than happy to do this. If you write a book, I'm not necessarily going to. I might put it here in the background, but I'm not going to read it out. But this one's short enough. I'll go ahead and read it out. I did change it a little bit because part of it was his origin, and so we changed his origin to the Lyran Commonwealth from the actual planet of Del. One other thing is when it's a custom character like this, when we come to the retirement roles, I'm going to give the custom characters, I guess, an additional +1, so they just tend to just have a little extra chance of sticking around and not just like, retire out or whatever. But he's a long-standing mech tech with lots of skill, in particular with light mechs. He's a tuner of sorts, and he loves his stickers. A stylized Chrysler Nissan PTI Aero car with a logo Turbo Rise. His calling card that he places on the units he services. He has the call sign of Rigger Retro. He wanted that to be his name, but it didn't really seem like a name. It seemed more like a call sign, so that's where that's at. Rigger is a tinkerer. He's been on the planet that is very near the Draconis Combine and the Federated Suns border, and gave him plenty of units to work on. Seeking an even greater name for himself, he made his way to Solaris 7, where he met up with Ivan Rovinsky and joined his stable, Ivan's Crusaders. Ivan's Crusaders fell onto some hard times, and after the death of Ivan Rovinsky, leadership went to Ivan's son Jeb, who opted to leave Solaris and reform around Karl Marlow as the mercenary group Marlow Stingrays. Having earned Ivan Rovinsky's trust and even having befriended his son Jeb, Rigger followed and joined up to help with the mercenary unit. And submission is by Tinkguard. So thank you very much, and we'll keep him around for quite a while, probably. More than likely, he's not going to die as a tech. But the retirement roles are what they are. But he should be sticking around for a while. We'll for any custom character, we're going to do what we can to keep them. So I think beyond that, do we have our repairs set for the... We do appear to be ready to move on. So what I'm going to do is, since I don't believe we have any more of these, I'm going to go ahead and pause the video until we actually get to Sunday evening. We'll sort this out, and when we come back, we'll push that button, go into the next thing, see if we have any battles, and just catch up there. Alright, we're back, and got some repairs done. Cleared out our list here a little bit. One of the weird things I don't like about the way this is displayed is sometimes I'll have fired a couple shots of ammo, and normally I wouldn't mind just leaving it sit there, but it just irritates me that it's in this list, and it's just so easy to get rid of. I just keep refilling all the ammo. I'll probably end up doing so. I mean, if you ever notice that and wonder, well, why are you refilling like your 200 shots of machine gun ammo? You're never going to use 200 shots in a single thing. That's why. It's just this little... It bugs me seeing it in the list. I like clearing this list out. Waldo found a bunch more heat sinks for us until he failed, but they're still a long ways away. And other than that, we've pretty much got everything. I've actually started removing the right torso of the Charger, and I'm starting to reattach the leg of the Battlemaster now. But everything else is in tip-top shape. Let's check our infirmary. She should be out soon, I would think. Actually, it's probably easier to go here. Mech Warriors. Well, actually, this got extended by 7 days, so she's hurt for another week, but it's just a bruise, and I don't think it's really amounting to much. And she's still out for 10 more days. I'm not sure what mech I'll pop her in. We'll worry about that when we actually get there. As far as this is concerned, I'm going to keep him grounded until we can actually repair the aerospace fighter. Or find a new one. I may just leave him grounded the rest of the scenario, actually. Other than that, our Scout Lance, I'll probably do the same thing I did last time, which they should still be set up. Fight, defend, training. So that should be that. I'm just quickly trying to think if there's anything else I need to actually do. I don't think so. I do want to check our armor stocks. We should be fine. Oh yeah, we've got 1,200 points. This will last us for quite a while. Almost 77 tons worth of armor. And I want to check our ammo stocks as well. I think we're good here. I wouldn't mind. Actually, probably wouldn't hurt to have a little bit more AC5 ammo kicking around, because we have 2 Shadowhawks and that Banshee that uses this. So let's go ahead and order some of that. have to do it through here. Ammunition, AC5 ammo. Here we are. Let's buy 2. Wow, he didn't find any. He'll try again later. We don't need it right this second, so it's just kind of a preventative maintenance type deal. I don't even know what we have that uses SRM4s. I know we have a lot of SRM6s, but we got lots of those shots. I'm kind of surprised SRM ammo just isn't pooled in its own little thing. I mean, they're all the same, really. LRM15. We'll just assume they're just different kinds of magazines. SRM2, SRM5, SRM10. I think we're ready to go. So, pushing the button. Okay, it's more people training. And there is no actual battle this time. So, ooh, good work. That was just kind of a long shot. Oh, he gained experience too. Awesome. How much experience do you have? It doesn't really say here, but you apparently don't have 10, which is needed. Corporal, here you are. You have 1 XP. Okay. Yeah. Actually, let's sort by text, because I haven't really been watching my text XP and so forth. I don't think anybody really has significant XP. Except possibly Jeb might. He's primarily a mech warrior. Honestly, if his XP I wouldn't be spending on this anyway. I don't mind leaving him as a green tech. He only has 2 regardless. JD has 6. Natalie has 4. Is she one of the ones that gained? John? Who's John Kajanet? Is he our extra locust pilot? I don't see him here. Oh, here he is. Yeah, so he's got 3. And pretty soon we'll be able to up his piloting. I think that would bring him to a regular level, which would be nice. And good old Terry Tate, he has 3 as well. And he has further to go. We're going to up his gunnery first. So, cool. Oh, personnel market. Let's check that. Oh, we got a mechanic. A veteran mechanic. Yes, yes, yes. And further, yes. Because I've got stuff I need. He has pain resistances. It's Yoshito Saito. Okay, that I'm not even going to roll. That's a Draconis Combine name right there, if I've ever heard one. I don't really like that picture either. Let's change this picture. Oh, we got what looks kind of Asian. Actually, I lost it. Where'd it go? I don't know. That works. I don't know if it's Asian, but it works for me. Oh, shoot. Biography, that's what I'm after. Alright, he gets shares too because he's a veteran. And origin. Draconis Combine. Cool. And I'm going to put you right to work because some of this stuff needs fixing and we don't have people to fix it. And life support is broke again. Fine, we'll just repair it. Well, no, I'll save it for last. I don't know what's going on there. Oh, yeah, our armor. I'm probably going to have to scrap our rear armor just to restart that. I'm not going to worry about it yet because of the situation. He must be doing something. Oh, he's working on the avionics. Okay, we'll leave you to that. And here, tank. Yeah, I need a veteran for this. Was he not a mechanic? I must have to wait till tomorrow to actually use him, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and pause again, and I will rejoin you. Hey, we're actually going to be getting close to getting Mel back, so but I'll rejoin you next Sunday. All right, we're back, and we're ready to go on to the next week. More repairs are going as slowly as possible, apparently. Cleared out quite a few things here. I've ordered some parts here, the LRM-20 and the SRM-4s, and once that's done, this thing will be complete as well. Still working on trying to reattach the leg of the Battlemaster, and we're failing at actually repairing the internal structure, so he's going to actually be going into battle somewhat damaged. I also need to actually get more heat sinks in because we're still having some trouble getting these fixed as well. Some of them just needed repairs, but we still need to replace quite a few of them as well, including ones that are in the leg. So a lot of these things is I can't even fix them because they're part of the right leg, which isn't there. And here we're still, I've basically, the only thing I have really left to do is take this thing apart, because the striker, the repairs it needs is all hinging on this right torso, which I'm still trying to take off of here. So that's what's going on as far as repairs are concerned. As far as the infirmary is concerned, all we have, she's the only one that's still hurt. Let's go take a look at her real quick. She has a permanent injury now? When did this happen? How do you get a permanent broken collarbone? There's something still screwy with the script, because that was not permanent. Well, before I actually just straight up change that, let me quickly look up those rules. How to permanent injure. Because permanent injuries, they're very specific things. Automatically reset, recover. Going above 5 kills people. Chance of permanent paralyzation if pilot re-enters combat isn't what I'm after. At C reduced permanent. Lost limb, CTE. You see, those are the only things that cause permanence. A broken bone. So what does it say here? Automatically reset recovery time. Oh, when entering combat before. Oh, she's not in combat. I think this is what's causing some people to get longer times. He's fumbling the roll. See, she's under the recovery of a doctor. She has a doctor, so yeah, that's wrong. It's for whatever reason saying she doesn't have a doctor, but she does. So I'm just gonna have to manually just kind of keep an eye out on this. Okay, but in 3 days she'll be fine. And as far as these are concerned, I'm going to leave these as is. If anything, we're in better shape than we were. So let's go ahead and push the day. Didn't salvage cockpit. Did the leg get reattached? Yes! Alright. Rigger Retro did not let us down. We have our Battlemaster more or less back now. And let's see about battles. No new battles. It's actually getting a little bit long here. I'm looking at the clock. I'm going to try to go through another week, and when I come back, we should hopefully get another battle. I don't mind this recovery time considering we're a little bit beat up, but I am kind of getting anxious for another fight. But I am looking at the clock and saying I need to get ready for work here pretty soon. So we'll quickly do this. I'll be back. Alright, we're back, and for better or worse, this will be the last little session before I have to get ready for work. So I did have to remove her broken leg as well. I don't know why it's doing that, but that's something we can just keep an eye on and fix. I did go ahead and assign her to the striker, even though it's not quite ready yet. But it's kind of the same story with the Battlemaster. The Battlemaster's waiting actually on parts I needed to order in. And of course these just require an elite mech. Either that or I could just... Well, these I can't really fix. I can't... Well, I could scrap it, but then I would have to go through this entire process of getting an entirely new arm and so forth. It's just 2 points. I'm not too worried about any of this, honestly. Hopefully we'll get an elite tech and he'll perform magic, but until then... Oh, speaking of which, the personnel market last Monday, I didn't check it, but when I did check it, there was nobody there anyway, so it didn't really matter. We're still waiting on some heat sinks. Waldo did gain some XP for ordering parts. Some maintenance going on. Other than that, I've mainly just been tearing apart this as fast as possible, and I'm probably going to get rid of it soonish. I'm not going to take out this. I'll get the gyro. I'll get the actuators. Probably the leg. I'll probably take apart everything except this engine, and then I will sell it. But that's just kind of because I have extra people. This is going apace, but for some reason this large laser is showing up as repaired again. I'm going to fix it because he did fix it. I remember doing it. He had like a 2-hit roll of 2, so I don't know. I don't understand why it showed back up. The same with this. This should be fixed. I don't know why it's showing up as it was never damaged to begin with. So this is all he really has left. The armor here, I'm probably going to actually scrap and redo, or just leave it as is. So once he gets these done, this should be back in action. But I am going to just leave him grounded until we actually get another guy. But let's go ahead and do another session here. Next week, we're almost to the beginning of another month too. We do have a battle. A breakthrough. This is going to happen at the very end of the month. So that's what we'll be doing, what we'll be fighting. It's the attack lance. So that's this lance here. And they will be fighting... Well, we'll have allied. A Wolverine and a Griffin. They have LRM Carrier, Demolisher, a Rhino, and a Shrek PPC. With reinforcements of Hunter, Scorpion, Hancer. It doesn't seem too bad. I wish we had a little bit more veteran pilots, but I'm always willing to wish that. Now, Breakthrough is the attacker. What is the actual goal here? Must reach the north edge with more than 2/3 of the starting force. Defender controls. So we're trying to break through. Okay, that's cool. So that's what we'll be doing next time. Is there anything else I want to finish up? I mean, there's all kinds of things I want to finish up. I actually want to advance until we're ready there, but the clock marches on regardless of what I want. So until next time, fly safe, don't get shot down, crash and burn. There we go, crash and burn.